it is me, Kali, and we are starting another cosplay project. It has been 5 very long and hard days since finishing my On Halford cosplay, which you can find at a link somewhere below, and I've been having severe withdrawal from not making any cosplays, and I just cannot take another minute of it. And I guess my fabric from Joann's that I ordered is supposed to take 10 days to get here. 10 days. So we're gonna work with what we have right now, and we're going to start on a Anisphia Palettia cosplay. Now this is a very unpopular anime. To me, I loved this. I watched it week by week as it came out, each episode. I guess you guys don't really need to have watched the anime to, like, you know, enjoy this vlog, but I love it. It is called, this is gonna be the only time I say this name this entire video, okay? And then we'll just be calling it the Magical Revolution after this. The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady. That is a mouthful, for me at least. So I will not be repeating that name. That is the name of the anime, but I love the characters very much. And part of the reason why I'm choosing this cosplay is I have like 3 yards of this left for my On Halford cosplay, and Anissa's skirt happens to be the exact same color. I'm gonna start with making a pattern and seeing what patterns I already have that are really similar. Okay, I'm about to add the tension into this to make it flare like a skirt, but you can look in the reference photos that I'll put. This is going to be white, and this is pink, and there will be a gold strip in the middle, and this will be the middle piece, and this will be the white and the pink again. And then I have these 2 back pieces. I'm going to take in the tension and see if it's too much or not. I cut them down quite a bit. So tomorrow I'm going to toggle this a bit. This is why we do the mock-up. You notice how it has that kind of like cupcake shape to it? I hate that. I know it's just the muslin partially and the like stiffness of it. Oh, I'm sorry, Klaus. Hello. Can I help you, sir? Okay, I laid out all the pattern pieces to make sure it was looking the way I wanted it to, so now I'm going to make the lining. I have a lot of random, the pattern wants to roll up, so I have all these random objects all over it. I do have to clean up this disaster though before starting to cut the fabric. With the lining, I'm going with this white lining fabric that I picked up yesterday. Alright, to start off, I am cutting 4 pieces of the lining of the side piece. So I'm cutting the back and the middle front piece. I just decided to fold the pattern piece in half and cut it on the fold, which you can do because it's symmetrical. Okay, all the pattern pieces are cut out for the lining. I'm going to iron them out now, pin them together, and then sew them. I did make kind of a big mistake. These pieces, I thought it was just the 2 front side panels that were like this, but apparently it goes all the way around the dress, and it's not just these 2 front and side panels. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it in the pattern now, but I'm basically just gonna make each of the side panels like this and the back ones. I think this will look nicer anyways than having one big white piece on top of it. May have been easier to work with if I hadn't done it this way, but I'm gonna keep going this way. I guess that'll be something in my pattern too that's a little bit inconvenient. The pieces are all done now, and then I'm gonna do this to the back. I'm going to add a French seam to the inside of all of these. I'll show you how that looks after. I usually do this for the inside of all my skirts. It's just preference. You can zigzag stitch it. But I finished off all the edges with a overlock stitch, and here's the other side. So now I'm working on the waistband. I cut out all the pieces. I'm about to iron them and add on interfacing and then attach the waistband. Okay, I need to slip stitch this to the inside now, but this is what it looks like with the waistband on. Ta-da! I also, and I'll trim it up in the morning, and I like this gold bias tape because it's really reflective, and I think that really like starts to pull together the skirt. Mind you, it's not actually closed up and back yet. It's just pinned together, so you know, we'll get there eventually. We have daylight again. The lighting's just so bad at night and it makes me so incredibly self-conscious. Even if it's something you guys don't notice, I certainly do. So I'll show you where we left off with the skirt. So there's that gold trim now. As some of you may know, sewing zippers is my least favorite thing in the entire world. So we're gonna get it done because we have no other choice. I hate zippers. Oh, update though, I did order the blouse, so I will only be making pattern for the coat and the skirt because the blouse underneath I think would have just taken an extra day or two, and it's so basic that I could easily find on Amazon for 20 bucks and order it and have it here tomorrow. So sometimes you end up feeding the Bezos machine even though you don't mean to. That's me all the time. So I will keep working on that, and tonight my end goal is to hopefully end up draping out the blazer coat thingy. I don't know what it is, and hopefully getting started on cutting some of that fabric and such. All right, let's get going. We're gonna sew this on the inside. Look at how nice that's gonna look though, seriously. And then we're going to baste the zipper. I already ironed everything out. And then put it through the sewing machine. So wise. That's probably gonna be a much better decision than, you know, just going crazy with it right off the bat. Let's go turn on some K-drama and do some hand sewing. I actually love doing this, and I still have some... No, I just pushed in my needle. And I also have some of my Dutch Bros left, so it's gonna be a good time. Let's go relax and do some hand sewing. Okay, now I'm going to make and add ruffles because after 3 hours the zipper is in. I'm really bad with the zippers. Even then it's kind of messy. I accidentally like kind of unevenly sewed them on. So I added this little detail that I think kind of looks like just like a little intentional rectangle to make ruffles now. Work on the blazer now. So I'm just gonna be using a base pattern to figure out how big my armholes need to be. That's something that I'm just awful at. And then from there I'm going to be changing it around and making it for this cosplay. Dude, you love attention. I have all the pattern pieces now. We have the sleeve and the back front. I cut out all my pattern pieces here, and I'm gonna sew these together as if it was the outside layer of there. Is the mock-up? I think I do need to, I don't know, this just fits me weird. I think this is a sewing error though. Otherwise, I think the curve is just too much on the blazer. I just don't need this much point. So I'm gonna play with that too. But I think I just want to shorten this point a little, but then I should be all good. Okay, I cut out all these pieces. I'm gonna put them together and show you guys the outer layer. I don't know if I'm gonna line it or not because of time, but we're gonna try. Much ironing involved in this. It is so satisfying. I did decide I don't actually have a lot of time considering the cons in like a day. So I'm just French seaming the inside so it's clean finish at least. I can have more time for the details and things that personally like I value more. Oh, hello, you're so flopped. He is never relaxed. Oh no. There we go. It's super snowy, so I couldn't like get out of my neighborhood really all day until now. Dude, why are you biting me? I swear he like wants to be on camera. I'm feeling really iffy about this blazer, especially because it's not going to be lined. It's it's so different from anything I've ever done before. I think it's, and then I set the deadline so soon, like currently it is Tuesday and I'm leaving Thursday. I started this Saturday, so it's only 4 days in. So yeah, it's got me pretty anxious, I think, but it's really nice to not be doing this for a contest either. I think when I tend to do contests and make those my deadlines, I tend to take less risks, and you don't really learn in sewing until you take a risk, at least for me. I think part of the hardest part about getting into like sewing in particular for a lot of people is like conceptualizing the whole thing 3D at the end when it's in 2D patterns and fabric pieces. Or why are you biting me? And because of that, it's really nice to have a project that I know like isn't gonna be judged. I'm gonna add some ease to both sleeves and then sew them on. I have like reattached the sleeve several times over because I keep getting these little tucks, and we're down to like 1 or 2 tucks right now. We got one. We kind of one back there, but then the sleeve's almost done. I think I'm gonna do the details on the edge and then sew it together too, so then I don't have to try to do it on like the closed sleeve, if you know what I mean. I feel like because I'm rushing, I keep having to go back and fix so much. Okay, now that we have a little cape, we are going to sew up the sides. Also, the snow got worse. I didn't even think it could get any worse, but it's like coming down really hard. You guys can even see that on camera, and I'm like quite a distance away from the window. Like freaking quit it weather. I'm trying to add this gold bias tape that I use for everything to this collar, and it is a challenge. I am struggling. Okay, I finally got gold detail on. Could it be cleaner? Yes. Is it 8 o'clock right now and I have a day left to do this? Yes. So we're gonna accept it as is. Alright, I'm home from work. The snow is melting. It is time to keep working on this. So last night I left off at making these sleeve ruffles, which you can see on that sleeve right there. So I'm gonna finish making the other sleeves ruffles and then sew them on and then move on. And I think it's gonna be mainly details from this point out to, oh, the neck bow, and then it's gonna be details. Okay, I made the little ruffle. I haven't started it on yet, but I do have to add the gold detail to the sleeves first and then do some quick ironing. I don't know why. It reminds me of Asmodeus from Misfit at Demon Academy, if you've watched that. I'll put a photo and you guys will see what I mean. Okay, we have the suitcases ready to go for tomorrow, but I have a lot of details to still add on to this, so I'm gonna have like a little hand sewing session at 11:30 at night right now. I have everything here ready. I pinned in place some of the details I want, and then I'm going to clean up some of these edges as well. Alright, so ignore my area, it's really messy. I'm about to go, well, I'm about to pack for this convention. So this is where we are at. I still need to do some thread cleanup, which I'm about to do. There's a few more hand sewing things I think I'm gonna do in the hotel room tonight. But here's how it looks from the front. And then here's the sleeves. And I added these little button-on, like, I don't know, tabs to it. I don't know what to call them. And then the gold detail in front is done. And there's how it looks. And it fits well too. So I will show you guys tomorrow. And I'm probably going to make a few other little last touch-ups, like some ironing and like I'm noticing a few of these spots I kind of want to just sew down a little bit more.